I've been thinking for a while, you know what I should do so I can put even more of my hot takes onto the internet? I should do a top 50 Pokemon tier list. I don't think I'm gonna put my number 1 Pokemon on here right away of all time. I think I'm gonna start with like just Pokemon in general and then kind of order the list and go from there. Also, this ad is directly in the way on my scroll box. Just pretty fucking cool if you ask me. I love it when it does that. So for the very first Pokemon, I want to do one from the newer generation because I feel like the newer generation gets a lot of flack for its power creep. And I feel like it also gets shit on a lot for just existing. So yeah, I'd like to give it a little bit of attention. I hate to be that dude, but we're starting off with Sprigatito. So I'm not, this is just like, I'm going to put it here for now, but I'm going to have to reorder these in a little bit. Spriggy, my boy, gets to go on the list first. That doesn't mean he's going to be towards the top. It just means he's going to go on the list first. And I think I do have another friend here.
Did it hurt?
Napped, how the fuck has it been a year already? Didn't we just do 10 months? Also, thank you. Tinkaton is sick. It's got dope tiding. Oh man. Yo, English is difficult. Hold on. Tinkaton has dope typing. There we go. And got a big fucking Monster Hunter hammer and a special attack to go with it that just makes it super sick. And I just lost the Pokemon I was carrying because the way this is set up is dope. I was trying to pick up Armor Rouge anyways, so we're all chilling. Armor Rouge gets in because of Mega Man reference and big stupid fucking cannon. I think aesthetically it's very pleasing, and I think its ability set is pretty neat. The idea of dropping its defenses to get a speed increase to do damage is pretty cool. And fire psychic typing will always be pretty neat, even if it's like really not great typing. Cloudsire, I feel like this is a fan favorite in general. This gets in purely on the cute factor. I'm not even gonna get into its usefulness or anything like that because it really doesn't fucking matter to me. It's adorable, it's derpy, and it seems like it just wants to cuddle with you even if it would poison you for doing so. So absolutely gets into my top 50 of all time without even thinking about it. Next up on my list is Wooloo. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, I'm a massive Mareep line fan. And when I saw Wooloo, I was like, yeah, bitch, because it reminded me of Flaffy and Mareep. So I was like, hell yeah, big fan of Wooloo. It's a cute little shit. And you know what? When I evolved mine, I went out and caught another one and started over. I said, none of this shit. I put it back. I put that shit back. I didn't even give it an Eviolite. I just kept it as is. I don't think I got an Eviolite on that playthrough. Otherwise, I probably would have given it to it. Mimikyu is by far one of my favorite Pokemon. A ghost fairy typing is by far one of the sickest fucking things. Its entire lore of just wanting to be loved and get affection and being like kind of toxic because of it is pretty cool to me. And plus, I like the idea that like it could just take a hit, do its setup, and then go crazy on the following turn. You prefer Shuppet? Shuppet's a strong choice, I think. I'd be lying if I said I don't like Corviknight. I just don't know if Corviknight's gonna make the top 50. So I'm gonna put it up here just to be safe, and then we'll go from there. The reason I like Corviknight so much is it reminds me of like what a medieval knight would have. Plus it reminds me of a gargoyle a bit. Plus it's got steel flying typing, which is just sick as fuck, dude. And it'll always have a special place in my heart because it was one of the only Pokemon that stuck with me from start to the end. I'll probably have to circle back to some of these. I just don't want to fill my list too fast. Beware has to go in. I'm a big Beware fan. As you guys know, I like black and pink as a color scheme, and Beware has that exact color scheme. It's also adorable as fuck, and the fact that it can kill you immediately by hugging you is a 10 out of 10 trait. What about Aegislash? I gotta see how fast stuff fills up. It might go in. I do like Aegislash though. I am not a certified Aegislash hater. I just gotta see how we're gonna do on room, because I know that pretty soon I'm gonna start dropping shit in there. So I got Torracat and Lilliton has to go up here. It's a fucking cat, chat. I don't know what else you want me to explain. I literally I don't like fire starters like that, but it is cat. So guess what? Cat, quadrupedal cat, go up on the board. I actually tried making Torracat work for a while and regretted it immediately. I feel like I skipped one in this generation that I like. Oh, Mudsdale. So Mudsdale reminds me of George, the horse. I know I've told the story about George a few times, but big fan of George. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Oh, okay. Yeah, George is a really stubborn horse that treated me really, really well and wasn't stubborn with me. And Mudsdale just kind of reminds me of it, so it's kind of got a special place in my heart. Plus, I wound up beating the shit out of gym trainer's Mudsdale with my own Mudsdale, so I was kind of like, yeah! I never kind of got over that feeling. Deoncé is pretty cool. I was always a big fan of that. Pumpkaboo is pretty cool. Trevenant's pretty cool. Goodra is a dragon type that I'm a big fan of. Massive fan of Goodra and dragon types. So Goodra's got to go up there. If you don't like Goodra, you're just a hater. I don't know what to tell you. You just don't like popular thing. I'm actually joking. Or am I? The world will never know. I guess we'll never know. Sylveon, as you guys know, I'm an absolute Eevee shill and all the Eeveelution shills. So Sylveon has to go up there. Also really like the fairy type as a whole. You're going to see kind of a theme that there's going to be 4 types that I generally really like. So don't be too surprised to see them on the list quite a bit. Monkey Wrench at the end. Rank your top 3 favorite Digimon and how they'd place amongst these 50 Pokemon. Ooh, that'd actually be pretty easy. I can do that though. I am a Talonflame fan. So we got Delphox. What was the Pokemon I got you? Jirachi. Are you talking about the one I saved you as the profile picture of, or the one stuffed animal I bought you a long ass time ago? Thank you for the redeems. Braxian and Fennekin. So there's a reason why I'm putting all 3 of these on here. It's because the Fennekin line is peak. The Fennekin line is actually just peak, and it deserved so much more than what it got. It should have been a better cleanup sweeper than it is. Fennekin's peak design, Braxian is peak Pokemon, and Delphox is peak. Every single one of them is peak Pokemon. It is the embodiment of Pokemon in my opinion. It's up there. The stuffed animal was Jirachi. Chespin's line can eat shit and die. Past Ribombee, we can always go back. Chandelure is one of my favorite Pokemon because fucking Lamau. Have you seen Chandelure? This dumbass ghost fire type Pokemon hits like a freight train, and it's literally just a chandelier. Like, shut the fuck up. Who designed that? Love that Pokemon. So funny. So cute. Deserves the world. Wish I could pet it. 10 out of 10 Pokemon. Cubchoo, by far one of my favorite Pokemon of all time, honestly. Why? It's a cute bear with a fucking icicle hanging out of its nose, and it just wants love. Okay, that's all it wants. And it's gonna freeze you to death, but don't worry about it. It's okay, it's okay. I do like Hisuian, Zoroark, and regular, but I don't know if they're gonna make the list. Ba 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 da ba do 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 do. You know, it's funny. I felt like there was a lot more Pokemon from this generation that I adored, but the list here in Gen 5's kind of small. Who knew? I sure didn't. Did you know? Because I didn't. Darkrai's pretty cool. Manaphy's pretty cool. Oh my god, Nap, your AC broke too? So both you and Tasso have your AC down. Is this my fault? Do I take responsibility for this? Gen 5's one of your least favorite rosters? That's a big fucking rip. RIP Gen 5. Frostlass is the queen of ice, and she reminds me of Hatsune Miku, so she is of course going to go on the list somewhere. Don't at me, it's an ice ghost type. Shut the fuck up, it's going on the list. I once used a sheer cold Frostless set and got away with murder. It was fucking hilarious. Glaceon is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time, and I don't mean this in a, you know, top 50. I mean, it's legitimately one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. It's Hatsune Miku the Eevee. It's cute moveset, cute Pokemon. It's got all the things but a good ability and good stats. Stats are dog shit. Thank you for the lurk. The stats are not cool. Leon's an Eeveelution. I'm a basic bitch. I like Eeveelutions. I totally just dropped it. Where is it? Every Eeveelution's going on the list, so I wouldn't be surprised. Technically, the ability is good, but stat evasion moves are banned. Yeah, but why would I want a stat evasion boost move when I could just have something that like stat hail or snow when it comes out? Just be even better. Togekiss is also really cool. Electrovire is cool. Abomasnow is dope. Oh, there's Ceruledge. I wanted Armor Rouge though. Ceruledge is pretty cool though. I'll put it up here, but I think it's probably gonna have to come out. Because I know I know I was originally grabbing it, but we won't have room for it. We'll see. So I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a massive Lucario and Garchomp geek. Do you really need an explanation from me as why I think they're so fucking sick? Also, did I pass more Gen 4s? No, I'm in Gen 4. Jesus, I'm tripping. Okay. I don't think you really need an explanation to me as why these Pokemon are so sick. They're just embodiments of power and reliability in the Pokemon series. And while they may have fallen out of favor a little bit in the more recent games with power creep, they still always hold a special place in my heart with or without their Mega Evolution. Spiritomb I think is really cool just because of its uniqueness, but I never really got to use it a whole lot, so my attachment isn't that great. Ugly and Glameow always rub me the wrong way, so even though they're cats, I never liked them. Now, Skuntank on the other hand, big fan. Miss Magius has to go in. Big fan of this Pokemon. Metagross is a favorite of yours. Metagross is sick as fuck, so I feel you. Steven, in my heart, is still the champion of Hoenn, and it's not Wallace. Metagross has a lot to do with that. Let's see. Honchkrow should probably go up. Yeah, Gen 4 and Gen 3 have a lot of special Pokemon to me, like Roserade, Luxray. Piplup gets a pass this time. Okay, Jirachi has to go up here. Big Jirachi fan. I might actually be fucked. I thought I had more spots than I do. Oh no. Metagross. I'm not doing megas, by the way, because I'd have probably too many megas. Although I will tell you what my favorite mega is of all time once we get to it. Get Ho in there. We know you like he. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't like birds. Birds are goofy. Absol is another one I'm a big fan of. I just don't know if it's one of my favorites. I'd be lying if I said Milotic wasn't one of my favorites. I just don't know if it's going to be top 50 material. Altaria, I thought deserved better. I like the idea of a cute early / mid game dragon in a game where there was other dragons, but ultimately she usually came up short, which felt really fucking bad. Flygon, I know this is a popular pick, but Flygon's design is godlike. It's another Hatsune Miku contender. Ground Dragon is cool regardless, but this one has Levitate. It just has a really sleek design, and I always thought it should have had a high special attack stat that equaled Garchomp's attack stat, and it should have had a speed stat slightly slower than Garchomp, and like maybe a higher HP stat or something. I don't know, but that was always my take. Lower its attack, raise its special attack. You don't know. Duskull's the best ghost design. Duskull's definitely up there. You don't care. Spheel's a good boy. Spheel's a great boy. Grumpig is also one of my favorites. I feel like I'm not seeing some Pokemon that I thought I should have seen by now. We got 3 Pokemon basically in a row. We got Aggron, we got Mawile, and we got Sableye. Big fan of all of them. Mawile, I mean, the hairs, the teeth and mouth thing is so fucking funny to me. And the sprite in Ruby and Sapphire was so fucking dog shit. I couldn't get over it. It was so funny. I ran it as much as I could. Sableye is just like, I don't know. He reminds me of a greedy little goblin that died trying to get treasure. So now he just looks like this. So that's always funny to me. And Aggron just looks really cool. I've actually never used Aggron for an E4 run because I always found him to be super unreliable. But that was when I was a kid and I didn't realize that defense didn't cover special and physical defense. So it was just strictly like player error. Mega Mawile was a huge design improvement too. Why it sucks Megas got deleted. Yeah, I agree. Mega Mawile was dope. Mega Mawile is my top 3 Megas. It's Mega Mawile in top 3. Mega Absol is up there. And then my number 1 is Mega Ampharos. Got Ninja and Ninjask are also favorites of mine, but I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna make top cut. Breloom also probably wouldn't make top cut either. As much as I like Breloom, there's no way. I hate being the person to say, yeah, I like Gardevoir because the internet's fucking cursed, but we all know why Gardevoir's sick. Typing's sick. Wallace is sick. Pokemon super reliable. Sketty and Decaddy are fun. I tried making these 2 work. It was really hard. I really like Ludicolo a lot. Yeah, I'm 100% gonna run out of room, so we're gonna have to make some cuts. We're gonna have to make some massive cuts. There's no way. There's no fucking way, chat. There's no way we can do this. I could skip the starters from Gen 3. Lugia is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. Between the Pokemon movie, where he took the 1v3, and just him being a stupid big fucking bird special wall, he's up there for my faves. Suicune is a classic. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. If you've played Crystal, you love Suicune. If you don't love Suicune, you played competitive Pokemon and you're a hater back in the day. Like, that's literally what it comes down to. Suicune's my boy. I trust in Suicune. Tyranitar, I don't really care that much about. Skarmory is the biggest of homies. It is a steel flying type, the OG steel flying type, and it looks cool. It is cool. It fucking was hard as hell to catch. I caught my first Skarmory on my very last Pokeball, and I was almost in shambles because I was like, if this bitch gets away, my life is over. That's how serious it was to me. And then I caught him and I was like, fuck yes. Delibird is by far one of the funniest Pokemon ever in existence. He can kill himself off of his own move without killing the other person with like a self-destruct or a explosion. It's just present. Or he can heal his enemy to full and then get one-shotted. That's hilarious. One of the best Pokemon ever made. Scizor is by far top 10 Pokemon ever. The typing's sick. The ability to just set up sweep with bullet punch is amazing. He looks so fucking cool. Like, that is enough for me. Steelix is cool. Don't know if it'll make the cut though. There's just too many. There's just too many. Umbreon, Espeon, I don't even need to explain. Every time you said about Skarmory as to why Tropius is awesome, except that he gave Tropius good stats. Tropius has a phenomenal design. And that's kind of where the buck stops, unfortunately. Oh, I missed Kingdra? Chat, how did you let me miss Kingdra? The first Kingdra fight in Crystal made me want to piss my pants and throw my fucking Game Boy out the window. And I forever loved Kingdra since that moment. Water Dragon typing is sick. The status of the Pokemon is sick. It's dope. Quagsire. Do I really need to explain this one? He's derpy looking. He's a water ground cutie. And you know you want to give him snuggles. Like, that's all that matters. I missed Ho-Oh. Oh no. So sad. I like him. I just don't think he's top 50 material for me. Azumarill I like a lot, but again, I don't think it's top 5 material for me. All three of these, Ampharos, Flaffy, and Mareep, could go into top 50. So I'm going to have to see who makes the cut and who doesn't. Big fan of this entire line. I think they deserve the world. Somehow I missed Teddy Ursa. Teddy Ursa falls into the same slot as Cubchoo for me. It's just an adorable little shit that I want to give the world. Oh, is legitimately your favorite legendary though? That's actually kind of sick. We wound up on opposites with that one. That's pretty fucking neat. We would have been able to trade all of the exclusive Pokemon to the other person to complete the Pokedex. See, we should have been friends. Life would have been better. I talked about this the other day, but Crobat belongs in the top 50 for me. I think its design is amazing. I think the addition to the Zubat line was smart. I think the fact that it exists to get a bad rap as part of like evil teams makes me sad, but its utility as a Pokemon, its reliability, and its ease of access makes me a very happy camper. Dragonite is an easy top 50. It's not even up for debate. I'm not explaining myself on that one. If you don't know why Dragonite's a top 50 of all time, leave my stream. Articuno is a top 50 of all time. I've said this a million times. Articuno is by far one of my favorite Pokemon. It's beautiful design, just its typing, everything about it makes me very happy to use. Flareon, wait, I lost Vaporeon. Vaporeon. Favorite water type is Poliwhirl. Like, what was it called? The Pokemon manga, the one with red, where like the Arbok got cleaved into and shit. Lapras, I feel like everybody loves Lapras and for the right reasons. It's a gentle Pokemon, it's reliable, it's cute. It does a lot of things. You can play it in a lot of different ways. Big friend energy. Big fan of the Lapras. Starmie, Lantern, and where are you? Weezing could all possibly make the list, but I don't think they're gonna, man. The list is already super fucking tight. I'd be a liar if I said I wasn't a massive Gengar fan. Everybody likes Gengar. It's one of the oldest special sweepers. It's got a cool design, super useful, does everything you need it to do. I'm a big Cloyster fan. Cloyster's just cool, man. The different sets you can run with him, the way he looks, the way he acts. I really, really love Skill Link with King's Rock. I think it's so fucking funny. Tentacruel, guys, I like Leviathans. I like not Hydras, Jesus Christ. I like giant squids, I like Krakens, okay? Of course Tentacruel is gonna be on here. Especially after that one Pokemon episode where there's a giant one. Fuck yeah, sign me up. Oh, I skipped Aerodactyl on accident. The Zubat of the ocean? Exactly. I actually am a fan of Slowbro. So I like the Rapidashes. I like both of them. I just think they're neat and I like horses. You got a giant Eevee plush? I'm a little jealous of you, I'm not gonna lie. I like giant plushes because they're easier to snuggle with. Arcanine's cool, I just don't know if there's enough room on the list. I'm a massive Golduck fan. Golduck has so much fucking swagger, bro. Psyduck really got bullied throughout school, had its glow up phase, and then just became the sickest motherfucker on the block. Persian, dude, there's something about Persian. Dude's got payday. He's the fucking right-hand man of the biggest pimp-ass piece of shit in town. Big fan of Persian. Has the right energy. Smug little shit. Big fan. I kind of feel the same way about Dugong as I do Teddiursa and Chubachu. They're just cute little shits, man. Like literally I've done playthroughs with them just because they were cute and I was like, okay, cute Pokemon only playthrough, and like Seal and Dugong, and then I had like had his Spheal and not Walrein, but the one Sphealio on the same team because of that reason. It was a great time. I fucking hate Golbat. I fucking love Zubat. Enough said. Move on. You guys may not know this, but huge Ninetales fan. I think the lore behind pulling its tail and then getting cursed forever is fucking hilarious. And then the Ice Fairy type of Vulpix is, or not Vulpix, of Ninetales is just a complete upgrade on the design and on the typing, in my opinion. Nidoking, Nidoqueen are cool, but probably not cool enough for top 100 in my opinion. Clefairy and Clefable. Clefable could probably make top like 80, but I don't know about this list. I'm not a big fan of Sandslash that much, a little too sonic for me, but Alolan Sandslash being a steel ice typing is so sick to me. I would love I'd love to put him on the list. I just don't think it makes sense. Pikachu is a big part of the reason why we get to have Pokemon be the way it is, as popular as it is now. And honestly, it deserves some respect. So does Raichu. I think it's quite possible, but they could both be on the top 50. I've used them in competitive settings. I've used them in playthroughs, and I just think, you know, hey, they help kind of do what they did for the series. So not a hater, not a hater at all. Beedrill I'd like to avoid, scares the piss out of me. I am a Pidgeot fan, but I think like Talonflame, I just don't think it makes top 50. Bulbasaur, Wartortle, and Charizard can all go on here, I think. I feel like I missed somebody in Gen 2. And I missed Ribombee. I think it was Azumarill, yeah. Steelix, yeah. Okay, I think the easiest way for me to sort this out is to start from the very top and work my way down. My all-time favorite Pokemon of all time, not even close, is Articuno. It's not even up for debate. Every time I'm like, damn, who's my favorite Pokemon? And I like reconsider it because times have changed. I always come back to this legendary bird, man. The amount of times I've tried making this Pokemon work in like a competitive setting in both singles and doubles is outlandish. And actually, I think I have multiple Pokemon Showdown teams right now with Articuno in it. It's just hard for me to pass up. I just love Articuno. I really, really do. Once we get outside of the top, my all-time favorite Pokemon of 2 is going to be Glaceon. We didn't have to move much there, did we? Big fan of Glaceon. I don't think that Glaceon is peak Pokemon design. I don't really appreciate the move pool, stat spread, and abilities a ton. I think each one in a vacuum is like mostly fine, but like I wish there was a bit more synergy. Like if they were gonna go for like the wish support type Pokemon, I wish they would have leaned into that a bit heavier. I wish they would have made it a snow setter with snow warning. Like there's a lot of things I wish they would have done differently, but it's still by far one of my favorite. I think we'll have to do a top 5. So tied for 3rd place is Umbreon and Espeon. I know, wow, look at me, 3 evolutions in the top 5. Yeah, no, I mean I played the GameCube games. I don't remember them, but Gen 2 holds a special place in my heart. It's the very first probably game in general I beat entirely on my own. My mom helped me with the ice puzzles in Gold and Silver, but then when I got Crystal, I wound up doing everything completely by myself. So I will forever remember Crystal fondly. And on my Crystal playthrough, I actually had both Espeon and Umbreon. So that'll be with me forever, and it will probably never ever go away. Now the number 5 slot's a little tough because there's a few contenders for number 5. We got Flygon, we got Crobat, we got, I'm like, my eyes aren't even fucking doing this properly, Delphox, and we got there's quite a few options actually. Now that I'm looking at this, that could be number 5. Yeah, this is gonna be tougher than I thought it was gonna be. We'll just put Flygon there. I think that's a safe bet. Flygon is probably by far my favorite Dragon-type Pokemon. The second closest Dragon-type Pokemon for me is going to be Dragonite, but yeah, I'm a huge Flygon fan. I'm a sucker for Flygon. I don't think there was a single playthrough of Generation 3 that I did that I didn't use Flygon at some point. Even if it halted my progress completely to grind for the Flygon, I always did it. As soon as I learned Flygon was a thing, I was like, shit. I remember the first time I saw Vibrava, I was like, what is that from? And I looked at the Pokedex, I saw it was right after Trapinch, and then I saw that little empty slot after Vibrava, and then there was a Pokemon after it, and I was like, who the fuck does it evolve into? So I got myself a Vibrava, and I grinded for that piece of shit. It was amazing. I think it's fair to say Crobat could easily be a top 10 for me. The fact that it evolves from friendship makes it all the more close to me, if that makes sense. I don't know. I think if I hadn't used it on playthroughs, I probably wouldn't be so close to it. Delphox is going to be a top 10 for me. It's one of the only starters that I immediately picked because of its starter form, and then didn't want to box at some point. I've never boxed a starter on my first playthrough, but I have wanted to. So Delphox 100% has to be on the number 10, and then the number 10 as the number 7 slot. From there, do I not have Sylveon? Because I keep looking for Sylveon and I'm not seeing Sylveon. So I'm like, hello Sylveon, where are you? It's a pink, cute little shit fairy type. Where are you? Oh, it is here. Okay. Golly, we're tripping. Good to know. Sylveon's number 8. It's too cute. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. It's a cute fairy type. I don't think I have to give much more of an explanation than that, because I don't really have one. I'm not going to give one. Yay me. It's really that easy. I feel like a lot of these Pokemon after top 10 are going to start to be like somewhat interchangeable with each other as far as their ranking, because of like how this kind of goes. So let's see. Let's try to be careful with our placement, shall we? We'll do Dragonite next. Dragonite, again, almost could be my favorite dragon type of all time. Its ability multi-scale is so funny to me, and being an extreme speed cleaner is also really cool. Plus it's the OG dragon. What's not to love? I mean, it kind of started it all. How do you go from being such a majestic Dragonair to this dude? Damn, that's so funny to me. Dude got out of college, got married, settled down, hurt his back, and now look at him. Ampharos is going to have to be in the top 10 for me. Even if that means someone else I think should be in the top 10 doesn't make it, Ampharos is always going to hold a special place in my heart, because Ampharos clutched out not 1, but 2 major battles for me in Crystal when I was about to go down. Yeah, so Ampharos is actually the one that wound up taking the win against the Kingdra that was fucking my whole team over. And then it also took the win against, I'd forgotten to go to a Poke Center, and there was like a major boss fight with one of the teams, or my rival, I can't remember. And it wound up carrying me through that as well. So much appreciated, Ampharos. I'll never forget you. Your mega form is sick. Going to 11 through 20, we could be a lot less careful now. I know for a fact Scizor is going to be there, Skarmory is going to be there, Vaporeon, Jolteon, Flareon. I gotta find Tentacruel, Leafeon. I need the rest of the Eons, chat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my gosh, we're at 7 already? Oh, Leafeon. Nice. That puts us at 8. Mimikyu. That's 9, and then, ooh, this is tough. Alolan Ninetales, probably. So I think for the order here, I don't know if the order is really correct, but I'd probably have to say Tentacruel, Mimikyu, Alolan Ninetales into Jolteon, Vaporeon, fucking Flareon or Leafeon. I think Flareon and Vaporeon and Jolteon could all rotate. Leafeon's by far my least favorite. That's all I know. And then we can go... Oh, Eevee has to go above Jolteon. Scissor, Skarmory. I think this is a fair lineup for 11 through 20. All right, this is where shit's gonna start getting really hard. Because I'm gonna have to start making eliminations. I'm not really ready for that. Mismagius, Lucario, Garchomp, Jirachi, Golduck, Suicune. Man, I'm gonna have to start making hella cuts. Okay. Hold on, we gotta be careful. We're gonna start running out of room. We're like already out of room. Frostless probably should have gone up a little higher. Oh shit, this sucks. This actually sucks. Chat, I'm in danger. Who's the hottest Pokemon, Lucky? Technically, Mega Cargo, the hottest Pokemon. There's like what? Thousands of Celsius or something and can melt everything within its perimeter. I think it's like factually the hottest one. This is really fucking hard. Okay. Unlike me, I'm in pain. Lugia has to go up here. This is so difficult. I put Jirachi. I did put Jirachi up here. I almost want to say Altaria goes above Lapras. Smash or pass tier list. What, you want my wife to cut my bowels out? That's crazy. Because here's the thing. Okay, so I really like ice type Pokemon. I really like steel type Pokemon. I like fairy type Pokemon. I like dragon type Pokemon, without a doubt. And then like fairy or flying and ghost are up there too. But I don't know if I like the cute little cubs enough to really make the top of this list. Tinkaton's already up here. I feel bad about putting multiple of an evolution line on here. So maybe that'll have like an influence, right? I like Ninetales quite a bit. I like Persian quite a bit. I like Banat quite a bit. I like Sableye quite a bit. Oh, Goodra. Yeah, I'd be lying if I just said I didn't like Goodra a lot. Kingdra's fucking dope. Everything about Kingdra's sick as hell. Mawwile's dope too. Pretty racist to exclude Pancham. I guess the Republicans will finally start liking me after this. They already call me all the slurs, but maybe they'll actually start liking me now. I guess Gengar, yeah. If I put Gengar outside the top 30, I'm a clown, and I got him in the top 40, so whatever. Alright. Last time. Oh, I just lost somebody. I don't know who, but I lost somebody. Also, I don't know how to count again. Sableye or Kingdra? Kingdra. Okay. I had to figure that the fuck out, that's for sure. Alright, this is my last 10. This is all I get. Alright, Quagsire's going up here. I don't give a fuck. Quagsire's going up here. I'm not losing Ludicolo. That's for sure. I'm not losing Wolu. Gardevoir is not going either. New Rapidash can probably stay, but I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, this is tough. Holy shit. Sableye stays. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 6. I got 4 slots left. Spriggy. Man, this is pain. I feel like I'm missing a Pokemon. I feel like I've been missing a Pokemon this entire time. I just can't shake the feeling. Brain. I have like this gap. It's a massive gap in my brain right now. And it's a big ass Pokemon sized gap. Why can't I think of who it is? Where's this stupid fucking Pokemon? It's Hoenn. So why am I way up here? Where are you, Chris? Oh, hello. Spaceship dildo. I was like, I know I'm not tripping. Hello, Wailord, you big fat fuck. There we go. Can't do a list without a Wailord. Oh, this whole time it's been bugging me. I was like, I feel like I'm missing something. The giant elephant whale Pokemon in the room. Yeah, well, we found it. Okay, so ultimately I've got the last slot down to Armarouge, Corviknight, Beware, Aggron, Dugong. Well, let's take everybody else out. Okay, so this is what we got left. I think I'm gonna have to go with Teddiursa. Yeah. As much as I wanted it to be a fully evolved Pokemon, I just like Teddiursa too much. Let's order this as best as I can and then call it good, I guess. This is a very hard list for me to make. Yeah, so top 5 is ordered. Umbreon, Espeon could really switch. It doesn't really matter. I think I like Espeon slightly more because it's not as passive, but like even then, that's kind of a whatever. It's kind of a nothing burger. I'd be lying if I said I liked Sylveon more than Dragonite. Probably like Ampharos more than Sylveon. I think 1 through 10 is probably fine. 11 through 20. Yeah, these three are fighting for the top spot, so they're all good there. Skarmory and Scizor are both fighting for that spot, so that's fine there. Mismagius is really good. Really like Mismagius. We like Frostless out here. We like Golduck a lot. We like Suicune a lot. Lugia, my boy. Metagross is really sick. Yeah, okay, so let's do Mismagius, Frostless, Suicune. I think that's fair. And then Golduck. Lugia, do I like, first of all, fuck off, no. Do I like Golduck more or less than Lugia? That's like my cutoff point, right? No, I like Lugia more. And then we go into Frostless, and then Suicune, and then Metagross, and then Lucario, and then Altaria, Garchomp, Jirachi. Altaria, Jirachi, Garchomp. There we go. We're cooking them. Yeah, this is a really hard list to make. I'm not gonna lie. I thought this was gonna be a breeze. I thought this was gonna be a fucking breeze. It is not a breeze. This is stupid fucking difficult for no reason. This didn't need to be this hard. Mawile is definitely up here. Persian's up here. Banette's up here. If I section these into 5s, this would be a lot easier. 1, 2, 3. Tinkaton and Ninetales. I think out of these, Ninetales is like here. Mawile is first. No, Ninetales beats Persian. Then Banette, Milotic, into Lapras, into Kingdra, into Goodra, into Gengar. I think that's fine. Then for 41 through 50, I think my least favorite out of all of these, probably Wailord. I think that's probably fine there. Wailord just making the cut for real, for real. I think if I were to play through a whole game, I would evolve my Sprigatito, so it probably doesn't deserve to be at the top of this particular echelon. Wooloo's goated, Quagsire's goated. So Quagsire and then Gardevoir. Roserade didn't make the list either. What a bummer, dude. There's so many Pokemon I would have loved to make this list. But they just did not make the list. Really a bummer. Wooloo over Teddiursa, I think is totally fair. Oh, this is painful. And then Ludicolo. Yeah, that's fine. Sableye, Spriggy, my boy, Rapidash, Delibird. Delibird, Rapidash? Yeah, Delibird, Rapidash, Wailord. Holy fuck, we did it. I don't know how, but I'm done. That was an experience. Hold on, let me get the download. All right, so here's the final list. And since I was asked about Digimon, yep, remember the 3 Digi. Yep, since I was asked about Digimon, I would put Renamon right above Articuno. I would put Terriermon right below Articuno. And I would put, if I can't choose Lotmon, I would put Lotmon right next to Terriermon. But if I had to choose Kumamon, I'd put Kumamon right below Umbreon. So it'd be Renamon, for probably the favorite of all time, Terriermon right below Articuno, and then Kumamon all the way below Umbreon. It's tough though, because I also think that Terriermon and Renamon can switch on a day-to-day basis. Okay, so here's the difference. So Renamon, I like almost the entire Digivolution line. I don't like Taomon at all. Now, as far as Terriermon goes, I adore Terriermon so much more than Renamon. But Terriermon, I like Gargamon. I hate Rapidmon. And I really hate Mega Gargamon. I strongly dislike that Mega. It's so bad that if I play a video game and it doesn't have the ability to branch off evolutions, I will not pick Terriermon under any circumstances because I do not want to wind up with a Mega Gargamon. I do not like that Digimon. It looks stupid. Its abilities annoy me. I don't like the Digimon. I'm sorry to all the Mega Gargamon fans, but fuck that Digimon, man. Absolutely fuck that Digimon. When I first met Terriermon, I saw him go into the Golden Rapidmon, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool, but I still prefer Terriermon and Gargamon. And the second I saw Mega Gargamon, I was like, yeah, fuck this shit, I'm out. You're surprised I like Renamon that much? Did you watch all the Tamers? No, I have not. So my attachment to Renamon is from Digimon Rumble and also from the Digimon DS games. Somehow, on almost every single one of my playthroughs of those games, I wound up with a Cubimon or a Renamon and a really reliable Sakuyamon almost every single time. And surprisingly, they had one of like the better all panel attack, and they also had like pretty useful team based abilities, so it's pretty cool. You thought our sprite looked modeled in DS games? I don't even remember what it looked like, and honestly, like I didn't care. I was very much like, I don't know, I was just happy to like be able to build the like the theme teams I wanted to build, or like have little headcanons about them. And like the Renamon that became Sakuyamon was kind of like the mother hen of the group that acted like she didn't really care that much, but wound up taking care of everybody, because when everybody else would go down, she'd be the last one standing and clutch shit out. It was great. It was really, really good.